Now we're going to try adding some kind of a scoreboard. So let me zoom in. Take note that I'm out in scene 1, and in fact we should make a new level, not level, but layer, and we call it info. And in this layer, let's make a little panel. We'll convert it to a symbol by hitting F8. Actually, I'm on my laptop now and it's not working that way, so modify, convert to symbol. This will be info panel, let's just call it. And this time I'm going to put the registration point in the top left. Of course, make sure it's a movie clip. And now we'll go inside here by double clicking. I think I'll make this outline even thinner, hairline, and then I'll make this white but mildly transparent, maybe 75%. You can't really see it right now, but if we put it in front of that coin, you can still kind of see the coin, but put it here, you can just barely see through it. It might be a good idea. The reason I'm thinking of doing that is just because sometimes items get behind the information panel and we want them to be able to see it, so I might actually go with 50%. Let's try that. So this will be the backing. Then we'll make another layer that we'll call text box. So we'll make a text box, and we want the size to be smaller. I just typed a word, but it's white on a white background, so you can't see it. And let's go with, I'm going to go with some other, like Calibri is my latest favorite. Static text is fine. Or, actually, let's not make labels. What we'll do instead is just let the player assume what it is. Dynamic text. Well, maybe, I'm not sure. But for now, let's just make this be the score. Four. Centered. Alright, so here's what we need to do. We have to give it a score txt. The underscore txt is just so that this is a name we're giving it, and it's pretty intuitive to say score txt. The reason why I want to call it txt is because there's going to be another variable that's actually score. So the text box is going to be score txt, but the actual score, the number value, will be score. So this will be the code. Code. And let's lock that layer so we don't accidentally put any graphics on that layer. And now let's open up the actions panel, and we'll say if script assist is ever open, close it. If the side panel is ever open, same thing. So let's do, well, actually I think I want to keep the code outside. Yeah, probably. So hold this thought of using this code layer. We'll go ahead and leave it there, but I'm going to go out to scene 1, and out here is where I'll declare that the score is equal to, starts out 0, and then we want to say we got to give this info panel a instance name. So this will be info. That way in our code we can say info dot score underscore txt equals score. So in this line we tell it that the score is equal to this number 0, and then it feeds through right here. We're saying that the text box is equal to score. Oh, and by the way, since it is a text box, we need to put the word text right there. So let's hit Control Enter and see if we get, yeah, there's the 0, so that's what we need. And I think it might be a good idea to give a label. So let's make another layer, labels, and we'll write in a static text score. Hold on, is there some problem? Okay, it's way over here. So I'll just park that right there, and I think I'm going to break it apart so that it's not, watch what happens when you break it apart. It becomes just some graphics like that. So let's hit, and in fact you could tell this to be outlined if you wanted, so it looks like that. It's too bad this is so, there's so much space. Auto kern, I don't know, we don't need any kerning. So that's as small as it gets. Let's see, Control Z. So maybe I'll take the outline away, and then we can lower it. Let's hide everything except for the label. What happened to that? Oh, there is no label. I didn't write anything on the label, so text box. Okay, actually I want to call this label. Labels, and then I can delete this one because there's nothing on it. So scoot this down and Control Enter. Still seems too high up. I'll bring it down even more. Control Enter. That's better. Alright. So the next thing we need to do is make it so when you collect a coin, it actually increases your score. So let's go inside, double click on the coin until you get inside it, and the moment you hit it and it goes to in place 4, we also want underscore parent dot, and that's twice because you can see up here that it'll be 2 parents back, and then it's inside levels dot, wait a minute, hold on, we're inside the coin, so you go parent parent, and then info is where the score is. Actually, let's see, what we're going to have to do is go parent parent to get out to scene 1 where the score is stored. So this way we say parent parent score, add 1 to it. That's what plus plus means. And then at the same time, as soon as that's done, we want underscore parent dot info dot score underscore txt, and it's a text box, so dot text equals, and then we have to set it equal to this score that's stored out in scene 1. So May seem awkward, but we need to copy that and paste it and semicolon. So basically we add to the actual score value, and then we assign that score value to the text box that's hidden inside the info. Alright, enter. Let's see if our score goes up. Yeah. So there we go. We have a score counter. And that's it for this video. See you in the next one.